What is up, everyone? So, going to be working on KZ750 today. We're going to be working on this one today. I'm going to get these carburetors off of here, throw them in the ultrasonic cleaner, get those cleaned up real good. I'm going to take the tank off of there. Need to change out the fuel petcock on it. I've got this one here. This is actually for my buddy's bike that he had a parked bike for. So I'm gonna see if this one will work. It's got the correct width on the bolt pattern and stuff, and it is a vacuum style fuel petcock. So we'll see if we can make that work, because this one's leaking pretty bad. And also need to get the side cover off of here to see why this clutch cable isn't hooked up. Hopefully there's nothing missing back there, but if there is, we'll take it off of this 750 since it's in a lot worse condition than this one. Also, one of the bigger noticeable differences to me was this 2-in-1 exhaust that this one had on it. You can see I've got some dual exhaust on there now, but I actually just picked those up from a local motorcycle shop. So my plan was, this one was rotted out down at the bottom here, so I just kind of snipped it off there, and I was planning to weld in one of the header portions of one of these to make that 2-in-1 work again. But anyway, yeah, let's quit talking about it, be about it, and get some work done on these things. Okay, forgot to start recording on that one, but got the tank off of there. Carbs are pretty well ready to come off. Just need to loosen up these clamps on both of them. Then the tank over there. Once I get the carbs off and throwing in the ultrasonic cleaner, I'll try to throw that fuel petcock on the tank and also get the side cover off here. It's going to take a little bit for those carbs to get cleaned up and stuff, so got more work we can do. In the meantime, let's get to it. This intake boot, he is done for. Anyhow, let's see if we can get these bowls off of here. These thrown into the cleaner. Said that they drain the tank, I know for sure, but oh yeah, that's really not too bad. There's some rust particulates pulled up down there, a little bit of stuff in there. We'll get the pilot jet out of here, main jet. For both of these, get these thrown in there. I'm gonna get this freaking thing off of here. We may have to take a boot off of the other bike, potentially. We'll see. in my typical fashion here. I came out to the shop, just went straight to work, didn't even think about recording. So you can see we've got some more work done here. Got the side covers off of both the bikes, and they had said that that bike there needed new clutch cable. I don't know why they would have said that, but it operates just fine. It feels good and free. It actually looks in better condition than the one that was on this bike over here. So I noticed it was missing the spring and the little split cotter pin, whatever you want to call it there. So we'll get that swapped over. I put a new chain on this one whenever we'd gotten it, and a new front sprocket. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and take this front sprocket off. Get that swapped over while I'm doing the chain. I've actually got a brand new rear sprocket as well, but I don't feel like taking the tire off at the moment. Just like to make sure, you know, it's gonna go through the gears, clutch is gonna operate properly and stuff like that before really tearing it apart too much. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. The tank, I'll let it sit overnight with this new fuel petcock on it, and it does not seem to be leaking. So that's really good. There is some small differences. This fuel barb right there and the vacuum barb on that fuel petcock are a little bit smaller diameter than the ones that were on the fuel petcock over here, but I think it'll be fine. That one that I put on there was from a 600cc Bandit 4-cylinder bike. I think it should supply just enough fuel for this KZ750 Twin here. So yeah, that's kind of what we're working with. Oh, also the air box boot over here is good, so I'll replace that one with the broken one from that bike. And yeah, let's go ahead and get back to work here. Got the carb back in there now. I went ahead and replaced a couple of the vacuum lines and stuff going to this PCB system right here. It's kind of a weird one, honestly, but anyway, yeah, the throttles seem to be working good. So I'm gonna move on now over to the side cover here, or the, oh, dang, I'm getting old. The sprocket cover here. Get that clutch cable hooked up with that spring. I took this little piece off of the spare bike over here because it was missing on this one. Aside from that, we're getting pretty close to having her all back together here. I did reduce down the fuel line just by sticking a smaller diameter one in there. It's just temporary, I promise. But yeah, we're getting close now to being able to take this thing on a ride. Oh shoot, I should probably put that chain on there, huh? So I'll do that, and then I'll get that sprocket cover and stuff on there. All right, so we've got the side cover back on there now. The clutch lever is hooked back up. Sounds as if it's doing clutch things. Not too sure yet. We'll find out here soon. Getting pretty close now to be able to start it back up and see if it's gonna move under its own power. Clutch cable did end up being broken. This end here, it's supposed to have a bigger round, like a puck on the end of that. And I guess it broke off at some point. Despite that being a newer looking cable, it was actually broken. So anyway, yeah, getting pretty close here. Just going to get that tank back on here. Hopefully that fuel petcock doesn't hit anything in this area right here. We're all good to go in that regard. But yeah, throw the air filter back in there, get that chain tightened up, and should be good to go to take this thing on a little test ride. I'll probably just go around like the yard a couple times at first, so long as everything works out, and we'll go from there. So I recorded a riding video yesterday, and it did not turn out well at all. Basically staring at the gas tank, so gonna try to get some different video. I changed the oil out on it. That oil that was in there was super thin and black and nasty. Yeah. But we got 4 quarts in there now, 2 quarts of 1040 and 2 quarts of 2050. So we should be right around 1545. Making our own blends here. But anyway, yeah, let's get geared up, get you guys some good views of the ride. still burning off some stuff where I was cleaning on it, but yeah. It was burning a little bit of oil, but I hadn't changed it yet. I changed it this morning though. It's really thin and black, so I definitely needed an oil change. There she is in all her glory after the test ride. Everything went really good. Didn't have to touch the brakes on this thing. That was not a first, but not typical for the bikes that we get around here. But clutch felt good, brakes felt good, tires felt absolutely horrible, so it does need some new tires there. But yeah, I mean, it felt like it had good power. I don't know that I'm going to do the tires on this. Probably not. I may just post it up on Marketplace as it is and get rid of it. Would be a really good bike, I think. It feels like it's got good power and all that stuff. So speedo's working, all that, everything works. I mean, what can you say? You guys know the deal. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up, helps me out a lot. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave those down below. If you feel like I earned your person today, tap on that sub button down there. I'll see you all in the next one. Like that Band-Aid. Peace.